We let them niggas stay here, we won't have nothing to go home to. Everybody know New Orleans niggas are grimy.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
I don't know. Things still aren't playing. Things are struggling for some reason. Reasons that I don't know why. I don't know if you heard that or not. There's just a lot of things going on right now that I, quite frankly, don't have the time to deal with. It's 8:11.
Which side is my mole on?
I don't know.
This side.
I think it's that side.
You can't just see it?
Oh no, it's on that side.
On the right side. Okay.
Yeah. I don't memorize where your mole is.
Thank you very much. I would tell y'all to go ahead and consensually massage that like button. And let me tell y'all something. The like button has been quarantined for months and she's risky right now. So she wants to, a little bit rough, hand on throat, pull her hair, go ahead and consensually press that like button.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Sing chill. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody fucking with me. Nobody fucking with me. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Oh, I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Oh, nobody fucking with me. Nobody fucking with me. Nobody fucking with me. Nobody fucking with me. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Sing chill. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
The current motherfucking king of the chat. That's why they call me the king around here.
That is, nobody calls you that. Not one single person.
That's why they call me the king around here.
Hold on.
Yeah, you will address me as your highness.
How are you one when you are tied with 4 other people?
Don't worry about all that. I'm the king. Yeah. That ain't for you to worry about. That's for you to accept.
Let me ask you a question. And if you're the king,
Yeah.
then where, pray tell, are your royal penis washers?
Oh, they're just in another room right there. They don't come in during the show. Like,
No, they got to come in. We got to verify their existence.
No, they don't like being on camera. They just wash my penis and go on about their business.
No, man, you like young Simba. You just can't wait to be king, but you're not king yet. That's what that is.
Yeah, you don't know.
I heard a dude the other day. I saw a dude the other day tell a girl she was pretty like Nala from The Lion King, and she melted.
That's a good one. That was a pretty line.
I was like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. She was like, oh, and I was like, shut up.
No, that's a good one. That's a good. See, that's why you ain't got no game. Like that. That's a good one.
He said, I am the king of the chat. You are not the king of the chat. You sound ridiculous.
Pretty like Nala. All right.
He said, pretty like Nala from The Lion King. I was like, what?
That shit.
So as a little boy, that's what I was thinking when he said it. I was like, wait, as a little boy, did you want to smash Nala?
No.
Did you watch The Lion King? Was that his takeaway?
No. That's game. That's all that was.
But wait, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. If you heard that same guy tell a girl, you fine as hell like Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
That don't make sense. That don't work. Nala was a pretty lion. That was a pretty lion.
Nala was his cousin. Okay, so
Nala was drawn with all those soft, slightly blurry lines, and her lighting was always kind of bright to convey pretty. Every time.
No, man. I disagree. I think it's listen. I think some immediate red flags should go up if you heard somebody say some shit like that.
No. Like, look at how Nala's drawn. Like, why was Jessica Rabbit hot? Same techniques. It's the lighting, the lighting and the softness.
Jessica Rabbit was a whole grown ass woman out here
who liked to play patty cake.
Lilo was 8, and I'm pretty sure Nala wasn't even a teenager.
Look, I ain't talking about Lilo. I'm talking about Nala. First off, Nala is an animal.
So how old was that animal then?
I don't know. Age don't matter with an animal. If you're thinking of doing stuff to an animal, it's a crime, I think, and is creepy at minimum. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he was thinking of doing anything to the animal. He just recognized that she was drawn pretty.
Mm-hmm.
and
Patty says Nala was a gorgeous lion. I have to unfortunately agree with the boomer. No, you don't have to. Patty, you don't have to agree with Monty.
Thank you, Patty.
He is definitely wrong about this.
Thank you, Patty. Respect your king of the chat.
Not at all. You are not the king of the chat. You know, just like the Metallica song.
Look, watch this. Watch this. Proof right there. Boom. You see that number 1 next to me? Proof. Right there. Yeah. So, bow to your king.
That's not proof.
Bow to your king. In the morning, the royal penis will be clean. I will have the rose petals thrown at my feet as I walk by. Yep, all of it. And look, you ain't even ranking, Hannibal. Patty just beat. Whoa, hey, Patty, what the fuck is that? No, she stole my fucking crown, troll.
Patty is now the king of the chat. you are defeated, sir. But I bet if I donate some money to the chat, I bet if I super chat, I bet you get me up there.
Look, marketing department, nobody asked you. What if I want to be king? Yeah, what if I want to be the very best, like no one ever was? To train them is my big test. Oh no, to catch them is my big test. To train them, that is my cause. Yeah, I would travel across the land searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Because I just got to catch them all.
That didn't move me up as much as it should have.
Yeah. So if y'all didn't notice, there's this new thing in here where you get experience points for being active in the chat. And why are you giving us $2?
First off, I donated so that way I could buy my way up the leaderboards. Okay, I figured it was just like running for president. I just figured if I spend a little bread, you know what I'm saying, it's all good.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, Hannibal. It's not gonna work.
But you have to read what it says though, Monty.
Oh, I read it.
And since you disabled the talk to text, you have to read it with your lip mouths.
with my lip
What's that
mouth.
say, Monty? What's that say, Monty?
Oh, I can't read it. It's scrolled up. Like it's gone. Like
No, that's cool. We can pause the show until you can find it.
yeah, look, it's gone. See, I can't even see it on my screen. Like it just nudged up past where the shit is. I can't see it.
Hey, everybody in the chat, why don't y'all copy and paste my super chat so that Monty can see it?
See
so
it?
that way he knows what it is.
See, I can't see it.
You just said you can't see it. Oh man, look at that giant number 2 next to your shit. Okay. Petty Patty says, it says Nala was a teenager, Monty.
But she is a lion. She is an animal.
So you saying you would smash Nala, Monty? I
No.
know you lying.
No. No, she's a lion.
And you are too if you talking about smashing her.
I'm not talking about that at all.
You were talking. That was literally the sake of this guy. You know what? I'm not even doing this with you. I'm doing And We Are Live right now because you are making no sense right now.
I'm making no sense. I'm making no sense.
And you know what they say? My grandmother said, don't argue with number 2s because from a distance they won't know who's who, right? And since you number 2 right now, I ain't got nothing to say to you right now. And we are live. Are we live second best?
We are live as fuck. I'll be number 1 soon enough.
That's what I'm talking. No. Welcome to Hannibal and Monty. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal.
And I'm number 1.
No, he's not number 1. That clearly says 2 next to you.
Oh, that's all right.
Clearly says 2.
Yeah. That's
And
okay.
look,
That'll change.
Yeah, look. So look, just so you guys know, and for everybody just tuning in, apparently YouTube has added a new function where I guess it ranks the chat based on your interaction. And currently, Petty Patty is the crown. Petty Patty is the queen of the chat. Yeah. And Monty, when nobody was watching, was talking real spicy about how he was the king of the chat, and now he's not, and that's great. That's amazing. It's amazing that he had it real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then it was snatched from his grasp.
Well, I just let Petty Patty have that. That's all, because I'm a good host. Petty Patty came into my house, and I said, "Hey, why don't you have the crown for a little bit?" But she understands she's got to give it back. Like, she came into our house, and I was like, "Here, take the crown for a little bit. That's for you."
Listen, anybody that can find out, like because we're doing the show live, I can't tell you how this works. Like, we literally saw this as we went live, so we are trying to figure out the rules of this now. So if anybody can find out the rules, copy and paste it into the chat so everybody can know how to win this, because I'm very competitive and I refuse to lose to Monty at anything. One time Monty and I played basketball, I crossed him up so bad he tore his meniscus. One time we played Mario Kart so bad, I beat him so bad he broke the Nintendo Switch in half. One time we got into an art contest and I was losing, so I got petty and broke all his coloring pencils.
Well, I use pastels.
Yeah, I broke them too. Yeah, I broke the pastels too. And not for nothing, I wiped all the brushes with my ass. Mm-hmm. So if you was trying to wonder why your art stinks, that's why.
Yeah, see, the marketing department said, "It's point-based, Hannibal, you idiot." That's what she wrote. Those exact words.
I didn't see the idiot part.
That's what the marketing department said. Those were the words that I read on screen.
Okay, I'm not even in the top. Oh yeah, I am. I'm number 6 right now. But like, there's a bunch of people tied at 75. How do you get past 75?
Yeah, I'm number 2. So, I'm still whooping your ass.
How is Monty number 2? He didn't even donate some of his own money for this.
But I'm still whooping your ass. Like, always remember that. Like, know your role, know your place. I'm whooping your ass.
And you all whipping my ass, but Petty Patty is whooping your ass. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Anyway, let's get to this show. So tonight, Monty and I are... over the last week, Monty and I have talked a good bit about... God damn it.
What's that?
You know the one thing you asked me to do for this episode?
You didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
You
I didn't.
do it.
I'm just remembering now that I did not do it.
Yeah. Hannibal didn't do his homework, y'all.
I didn't.
Didn't
I did
do his
not at all.
homework.
I literally forgot until just this second that I was supposed to do it. I sure did. Yeah, man. It's been a rough week, man. I've been going through some, and I don't want to take this time now to tell everybody what has happened, but it has been a very rough week for the beat animal. All right,
Yeah.
I'm just starting to emerge from the darkness. Okay,
Yeah.
and not the good darkness that Bane came from, right? Or
Or-
like the West Bank of New Orleans.
Yeah. Or the band. He didn't emerge from the band, which would have been awesome if you emerged from the band, The Darkness.
Wait, there's a band called The Darkness?
Yeah. They did that, I believe, in a thing called Love Song. Just listening to the
Really?
rhythm of my heart. Yeah, that's The Darkness.
Yeah. That song is so upbeat for a band called The Darkness.
Yeah, and then their other song is You're Really Growing on Me, or Am I Growing on You? That song is also The Darkness. That song is
Either one of
about
those songs now-
that song is about genital warts
Really?
growing on me. Like, yeah. Like, go back and read the lyrics. Growing on me is about genital warts. It's great.
You know what? While
Because
we're
it starts with I can't get rid of you. I don't know what to do. I can't even tell who's growing on who.
Yeah, that sounds like Jim. You know that song, Lovey, 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 I got love in my tummy.
Yes.
Like that old song from the 60s?
Yeah.
It's about swallow and cum.
Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
100%.
Also, you know the David Allen Coe song, Come on My Pillow, Cum Stains on Your Pillow?
That's about a dog.
No, it's about cum stains on the pillow. He was real mad at his ex-girlfriend, so he made that song. Isn't learning fun? All right.
I'm so excited. It's about the first time two people are going to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside My Love from Minnie Riperton. Same thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Her love was a metaphor for the vagina.
Yes. See?
In case you didn't know. Y'all should do Midwest Maverick says we should do a show on the rise of black rock bands like The Paradox.
Yes.
I have become such a fan of The Paradox.
Oh, The Paradox is the shit.
Hey, no, wait a minute, Mike. Hold the fuck on.
Yeah.
How am I just finding out now that you into The Paradox?
I showed you The Paradox on a show.
I don't be listening to nothing you show me, man.
I showed you on our Grammy show. I pulled up The Paradox for Best New Artist. And we lost Hannibal. You see? He can't take being wrong. So he just quit. He rage quit on me because I was right. I was right. And he couldn't handle it. Oh, Zoe's pulling up the records right now. Tell me that I never said anything about The Paradox. I told you about The Paradox. And look, let me creep up in the numbers ahead of you. That's right, King Philip. He left because I was right. Paradox. Boom, right there. I put something in there. I'm still fucking number 2. God damn it. Alright. Read my last comment. What was your last comment, Petty Patty? Hey, Monty, I'll give you the crown back as soon as you make my poolside hater rant stream. You promised me years ago. I did promise that years ago. It'll happen. Hannibal should have covered his chin, Prince Lover. You're right. It's because he came in, chin all exposed, ready for me to just, boom, right in it. See, I believe Midwest Maverick knew about The Paradox because I didn't tell him personally about The Paradox. Did you find it? Huh? Was it the Grammy show? Oh, Zoe's still looking. She's got the proof. And it'll be there. It'll be there. It'll be right there for all of us to see as soon as Hannibal gets back. But anyway, y'all. Uh-oh. Look, there's Zoe. And there's me down there in that little box. Hey. I'm right here. Say hi to the people, Zoe. We need to put some better stuff in that bin back there, not just my work stuff. Oh, and if anybody wants to buy that Turtles cover, I don't know what turtle to draw on it. Let me know. Yeah. $85. It'll be yours. I'll draw whatever turtle you want on it. Just DM me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where Hannibal went, y'all. We just lost him. His computer crashed? Alright. Oh, so Hannibal's computer crashed. So, you know what we can do? We can do some fun stuff. Like, maybe we can watch some stuff if you can.
Huh?
Oh, we got Hannibal back. Or did we?
What'd you do? What'd you do to my computer, Monty?
Oh, I did dirty things to it. When you had it here, the stuff I did to that computer, the things your fingers have touched if you touch any of those keys.
You know, I was wondering how my computer got
See, he can't even say it. He's gone. Sorry, Hannibal is gone. He just fell out again. Wait, no, I see him. We just can't hear him. But his audio's coming through because he keeps flashing green. Like he's talking.
That's you.
Huh?
That's you.
Oh, that's me? Oh. Yeah, that is me. It goes green every time I say some shit. Hello, world. Look at me, I'm Monty. I am the king of the world. I am the king of the chat. Oh, he's not gonna quit. Wait. The DVD drive. What is that? No good, Lord. You stop. Why y'all all excited about Zoe? Zoe's here all the time. What about me, the king? Like, you all have your opportunity right now to address the king. Yeah. Air your grievances right now. And I promise I will not order you beheaded.
Hey, what happened? Who's being beheaded?
I'm letting the chat address the king right now.
You're not the king. The king is Petty Patty.
You know what, Midwest? Nobody asked you about that. Zoe is better than... Nobody asked you about that either, Petty Patty. Next. Nobody said a thing about it. Oh, and look at Zoe and Francis. Francis is just chilling on her shoulder. Just waiting for his moment of stardom. Oh, I'm super small. I had Zoe make me small so that y'all don't feel as intimidated by me. Yeah.
What's going on? Oh, shit, the camera's not on. Oh, I was about to say, why can't I see myself?
There we go. Now you can see yourself. All right. Now we're back to normal. Now we're back to normal.
No, I don't update that. There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah.
What the hell? Zoe's got a horned frog.
A horned frog? What?
That's what Prince Lover said. It's a horned frog.
You mean that Game of Thrones dragon that she got?
Yeah, it's Francis. Yeah, Francis is a good little lizard.
And what do you call him? The viceroy? The viceroy Phibian? Lord Reptile?
Yeah, he's a reptile because they corrected me when I said it's my Grand Phibian.
There we Grand Phibian. That's what it was.
Yeah. But he's a reptile, and that just don't sound good. So we're just gonna use the joke that doesn't fit, and they won't accept it.
All right.
Because it sounds good. Go get a fucking amphibian then, Zoe. How about that? Like, you can easily just go get a amphibian.
I'm trying to make sure I show as much chin tonight as possible. Because,
Yeah. So I can keep knocking you out of the screen with it. Bam. Wait. No, I need to hit that way.
Wait. No. Why would you try to? Why would your immediate knee-jerk reaction be to swing on me?
Because I love you.
That's just an unsatisfying answer. You have to find a different way to express yourself.
That's how I've always expressed my love to my brothers. You swing on them.
I'm not your brother, I'm your son. You know, and for the record, can we just acknowledge that, like, you want a gift on Father's Day, but you never give me a gift on Son's Day?
Well, first, you ain't my son, and second, Son's Day don't even exist.
You ain't my daddy. Now, how you feel? How you like that?
I'm fine with that. That's what I keep saying.
I'm fine with it too. I'm fine with it too. Okay? I'm fine with it too, because I learned how to play piano without you. I got a black belt without you. I got my first. I did all of it without you, man.
Yeah, you were supposed to do all that without me because I ain't your dad.
So why you don't want me?
Midwest said it's pronounced Sunday.
Right, Sunday, right. And every week you got an opportunity to rectify that shit, not once.
Look, I tell you.
One time I was at his house. Wait, hold on. One time I was at Monty's house. True story. It was at Monty's house, and he was like, "Hey, everybody hungry?" It's like, "Yeah." He said, "Cool, I'm gonna order some DoorDash. How y'all feel about Chick-fil-A?" Everybody was like, "Yeah, I love Chick-fil-A." Went around, took everybody orders. Food came. Everybody food was there except mine. And I was like, "Where's my food, Monty?" And he looked me in my face and said, "I only order food for people I love." Mm-hmm. Just shooting at my feet, okay, for no reason.
Segue. That's what we call a segue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. We talking about Tory Lanez tonight.
Yes, we are.
And just so y'all, yeah. For y'all that don't know, Zoe made us a recap. It looks like to catch you up.
Fantastic. Good. I would love to get caught up on if you have been living under a rock or just not paying attention to any of the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez drama that has taken place over the last couple years. I can definitely tell you I did not think it would last as long as it has lasted.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I thought once somebody was found guilty, we would stop talking about it, but we just kept on going.
Yeah. It don't stop. It don't stop. Like. But let's look at the recap and then get into it. What do you got? What's this first video?
All right, let's see what we got. I have no idea what Zoe prepared for, so I know I'm experiencing it for the first time with everybody else.
Oh yeah. Here we go. This is what started all this. All right. So it's Tory Lanez trial for shooting Megan Thee Stallion was divisive. Here's how it played out. And let's see if I can pull it up. Do you have it, or you need me to read it? Let's see.
No, I can pull it up.
Yeah.
As long as we can get to here, and I'm trying to get the screen big enough so I can read it with this mask on. It says the Canadian hip hop star, real name Daystar Peterson.
Who names their kid Daystar? Who does that?
Isn't Satan named Daystar?
Morningstar.
You know,
Morningstar.
Okay, Morningstar, and they named him Daystar.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when all of those cartoons, when Nosferatu is hiding amongst humans, so his name is Dr. Acula.
Yeah. No, Daystar was the cartoon. No, that was Brave Star. Never mind.
Brave Star. Right.
Brave Star. I was about to say that was Daystar.
The Canadian hip-hop star, real name Daystar Peterson. Also, just real quick, asterisk, I feel like we need to put an asterisk next to Canadian hip-hop star.
Yeah.
Is Tory Lanez a star? Like, where do we assign star status?
Yeah.
For people? You know, like, I know he's got a massive following, now because of the case, but you know what? We'll come back to that anyway. Anyway, the Canadian hip hop star, real name Daystar Peterson, is serving a 10-year prison sentence for shooting his ex, rap superstar Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, he's a regular star. She's a superstar.
Yes.
Okay?
So there's a difference. There's a difference.
Okay. All right. I just see the distinction there.
Yeah.
Shooting his rap superstar Megan Thee Stallion in 2020. Lanez was convicted of 3 counts of assault with a semi-automatic weapon, having a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence.
Yes. Gross negligence. Like, that means that shit was disgusting. The amount of negligence involved.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, and that catches you up with that, or like, unless you've, like, I don't think we're gonna dig into his catalog or anything on this. That'll be another show.
I would love to actually like dive into Tory Lanez's catalog, his discography. Like if we did a top to bottom on his a top to bottom like listening through of his discography, I'd be happy with that, because I've only heard I think 2 Tory Lanez albums from beginning to end.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoyed both of those projects.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I listened to Peterson. That album is awesome.
So wait, is that on the docket for us to talk about tonight?
I don't think so, but we can.
So you mean to tell me you was gonna have me do some homework for something that we weren't even gonna do for tonight?
Oh no, I was gonna make sure we talked about it if you listened to it.
Oh, so you took it out because I told you I didn't listen to it.
Something like that.
No, see, okay, see,
Something
Zoe,
like that.
you see him? He's acting real light skinned right now. Okay, I'm just saying.
Something like that.
And just for that, the next time I'm in New Orleans, I'm gonna paint your whole body head to toe.
Bring it on.
Starting at the nipples.
Bring it on. I'm gonna make sure I make it real weird for you while you're doing it. You're gonna stop immediately.
I'm gonna paint the Deadpool eyes from Deadpool Wolverine Origins.
Yes. I sent you that picture. I sent you that picture of the Beast where he did that to his own eyes.
I know. That's the reference I'm making. Okay, all right. It was an inside joke, and then Monty just explained it to the room. Okay, here we go.
There you go. But yeah. So that's what happened, and then what sparked us wanting to talk more about it, because he ended up in jail over all this shit for 10 years, as the article says. And then this happened. Like, give us a next little bit, Zoe. Tory Lanez is stabbed in prison and hospitalized. Rapper Tory Lanez, who is serving a 10-year prison sentence after he was found guilty of shooting rapper Megan Thee Stallion, was stabbed in prison and rushed to a hospital Monday, officials said. The 32-year-old Canadian artist, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, was stabbed 14 times and both lungs collapsed, according to the statement posted to his verified Instagram account. So, and this stabbing happened shortly after. Like, we just mentioned Peterson. That's the album that Tory Lanez recorded and put out while in jail.
And look, listen, I haven't heard that project, but you have heard that project. What were your thoughts about the project? Because I am very curious to know how he was able to record an album from prison.
He mentions it in a couple of lyrics. He did it all from his iPhone. Where he got an iPhone, I don't know.
The thing, are they allowing, if you get 10 years, you can still get your iPhone?
No, I don't think it's allowed. But it was recorded on an iPhone.
I have so many questions.
But yeah, that's the audio quality. But the album sounds fucking great. I'm not a huge fan of Tory Lanez. Like, I pressed play on that project expecting to hate this thing from top to bottom. And not the case. I enjoyed most of the tracks on this album. Like, surprised the shit out of me. It's well worth a listen. And even the photo, the cover art, is a picture taken of him in jail.
I have so many questions about that. Prince Lover in the chat asked the question, where was Tory Lanez locked up? Tory Lanez, according to the Google AI overview, and I always make it a point to say that it is different from a Google search. It is me just grabbing what AI says and just trusting that it's accurate. So that's what I'm saying. It's AI overview. Could be wrong. Tory Lanez is currently incarcerated at North Kern State Prison in Delano, California.
Yep.
So, yeah, they said he has been transferred since he has been attacked, I believe.
Yeah. And the thing about that whole album is, have you ever seen those parody things where they'll show a musician just telling the whole story word for word, shit like that?
Yeah.
That's what that album is. That album is him just addressing shit. Just outright. Like, no subtext, none of that shit. He's just saying the shit.
I am curious, because I heard the project that he released right after the shooting took place. Love that project, by the way. And he made a very impassioned case. Like, he made a case so good on that album, I was like, shit, maybe he's innocent. Shit, he's making some very impassioned points.
Yeah.
Did he say anything on the project that made you lean more in the, because I don't want to get into like, you know, your position just yet on anything, but like, did he say anything that may have swayed you more to his side?
No.
No. So your position was not at all swayed by anything said on this album.
No, but I can see how someone could be swayed by it. Like other people could be. It not me. No, I'm like, no, you sound like somebody that's pleading to get out of 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I get 10 years to do that to you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. So yeah, that, and I think that's what comes across on Peterson. There's a passion there because he don't want to do 10 years. So the passion comes through in the music. So and you can hear it. Not that's one of my favorite things in an artist. You got something to sing about. Sing it. And that's what he did.
All right.
But do your 10-year story.
All right, well, let's see. I am very curious to see how this plays out.
Okay, yeah. Well, we got stabbing footage. Is this actual footage? Let's see what we got here.
Oh, so you've not seen this yet?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then we need to give a warning. I mean, like they do a good job of covering it up, but you know we need to give a warning. This is graphic footage. So if you have a weak stomach,
pause it for a second before we get to it. So we can throw the disclaimer.
You might need to, pause the show for a second and then fast forward in about 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like I said, this footage is very covered, so you don't see much, but still the act could very much be jarring for anybody. So viewer discretion is very much advised.
Yeah.
You are not ready for it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, I'm watching.
I think that's him coming up the stairs. And yep.
Oh! He survived that?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was stabbed 14 times, and I believe it was they said that both of his lungs collapsed. And I forget all of the list of all the injuries that he suffered. Tory Lanez injuries.
Yeah, and look, Midwest Maverick just said, well, you look that up. He said, "Can we talk about cell phones in prisons? People be having family plans while locked up." I know, that's... How?
I definitely do have. I do also have questions about.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez.
This man recorded a whole album on his family plan.
Yeah. Let's see. It said Tory Lanez sustained 14 stab wounds in a prison yard incident while serving a 10-year sentence. He was hospitalized after the attack and his lungs collapsed. He has since been able to breathe on his own and is said to be in good spirits despite being in pain. The California Correctional Institute of Tehachapi was the site of the incident. The other inmate involved in the attack has been identified as Santino Casio, a convicted killer with a history of violent crimes. And I believe Santino Casio has said that he and Tory Lanez had gotten into it a couple of times, and he believed that Tory Lanez was going to attack him first, so he tried to get the jump on him. At least that is what I read.
Okay.
Casio spoke to prison, claiming he acted in self-defense. He believed Lanez had put a bounty on his head, a rumor he picked up through the prison's infamous grapevine, a chaotic network of intimate whispers and warnings that often blur fact from fiction. Why did they have to describe what the grapevine was?
Yeah, I know. I love that. I love that they broke it down. Like, just real curious, show of hands. If you didn't know what the grapevine was when it was said, just put a, raised hand emoji in the chat for me. I'm expecting no raised hands.
Yeah, I'm putting a link in the chat, so if anybody else wants to read this, then you guys can read this as well. Yeah, but it apparently he thought Tory Lanez was coming for him, so he was like, "Well, I'm gonna get him before he get me."
Yeah. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense. And yeah, so that should happen. But like the other thing, and I know I keep going back to Peterson. The other thing that he says directly in, I forgot what track it was, toward the end of the project. He's like, there's new evidence coming. There's new evidence that's gonna make all y'all feel stupid. Okay. So Zoe has found this evidence. So
oh snap!
Let's see what this is. And then Megan Thee Stallion had a reply too. So
okay, all right, let's see. Petty Patty says, new evidence in my ass. Petty Patty is now number 2 in the chat. Who's number 1? Oh, Midwest Maverick is number 1.
Oh, Midwest Maverick. All right, Lil Wayne, you a crown snatcher, huh? All right.
He's number 1. Petty Patty is now 2. And number 3, who's that with the bronze? Who's that name? Who's that?
That's my name as number 3.
Oh, okay. So not the king. You're not the king, and number 2 would be a prince or a princess. So you would be just like a lord or a lady.
Well, let's see. Let me take a real quick look. Let's see. Oh, Hannibal sitting at number 7. All right, we're good. All right.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So you don't care that you're not number 1. You just care that you're better than me.
Well, yeah.
That's fine. You were better than me, and 2 other people that I am very cool with are better than you. Everybody's happy right now.
All right. Well, let's look at what we got for Tory Lanez evidence. What's the? All right. Oh, that's the tweet. It says breaking. There's new Tory Lanez evidence. Apparently, Kelsey's bodyguard, who was around her during the trial, comes forward and confirms that Kelsey was the one who shot the Megan. What? He said he overheard her say it. All right, shot the Megan. That's what we're calling her, the Megan.
Okay, the Megan. All right. So the bodyguard that has just been missing in action for years now has popped back out and is saying that Kelsey, Megan Thee Stallion's friend who was in the car, or former friend who was in the car with them, is saying that she did the shooting. He said he overheard her say she did it. He said, I didn't see her do it, but she said she did it. I overheard her say she did it.
Yeah, because that's big new evidence. Okay. Does that sway you at all?
I don't know if I would put all my eggs in that basket. You know, I don't know if
Yeah.
Listen, JC Rocker. Oh, Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for JC Rocker hanging out with us in the chat. JC Rocker says, hurry up with the evidence because I am so sick of this case.
Yeah. Right?
I'm less sick of the case and I'm more sick of people quoting stuff as evidence or fact that they saw on TikTok or Instagram.
Yes.
Like the speed in which people will share unverified misinformation that confirms what the fuck they already believe is disgusting.
Right?
It is absolute. Like they like. Listen, I'm not saying as we go through this, we're gonna get more into this. But the amount of people that like we you know, there are people that will not even acknowledge that Megan Thee Stallion was shot.
Yeah.
So you have to start the conversation with people about this. About do you believe she was shot?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, but those same people will believe she was shot when Houdini came out and there was that line wondering if Megan Thee Stallion would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? Like they believe she was shot then.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. It's just like Crybaby 4321 asked, was the trial on YouTube? No, the trial was not on YouTube. This was actually, they made it a point not to like publicize, so there were no cameras in the trial. All there are trial transcripts and the actual court documents.
Much like the Diddy trial, but with the Diddy trial, we're getting these artist sketches. Like we got to cover the Diddy trial just to go through some of those artist sketches.
Listen, the artist sketches a lot. I really just want to talk about it through the lens of the artist sketches.
Yes.
I don't even want to talk about anything else.
Yeah. So we might have a Diddy show coming up because I was looking through some of those and I'm like, damn. All right, some of them are great. Some of the artists are just kind of trash. Like we can judge the artists too as we go through.
Mm-hmm.
Like
listen, JC Rock. You know what, JC Rock? I gotta drop another one of Clues Bombs for you. JC Rocker says, I don't want the case presented on social media. I want them presented in the courts.
Yep.
Drop one of Clues Bombs for that shit, man.
Yep.
The amount of these passive prosecutors that exist online that just casually Google the information that only verifies their worldview bothers me. It wouldn't bother me as much as if people were like looking at the evidence and then following it to its eventual conclusion, right?
Yeah.
That's not what they're doing. They're just like, I want to believe Megan is innocent, so I'm only going to look at stuff that proves she's innocent. I believe Tory Lanez is guilty, so I'm only going to look up evidence that I think Tory Lanez is innocent, so I'm only going to look up stuff that makes Tory Lanez look innocent, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm like, that's not the way that works.
Yeah.
You know, you look at the evidence and you go where it takes you. Like, this is the difference between people that always want to be right and people that never want to be wrong. They sound the same, but they're not. The person that always wants to be right is in the pursuit of new information, is always changing their mind in the presence of fact. Like, the person that always wants to be right sometimes has to acknowledge that they are wrong. But the person that never wants to be wrong will never acknowledge that they're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And that is the vast majority of people that we talk. Like, it is disgusting. It really does bother me.
And we're trying to give you all of it on this show. Like there's another clip, another thing, some more evidence. What else do you have, Zoe? Or is this just a video of that? Let's see. But this is his big evidence.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver to Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. Peterson, I'm sorry, Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he witnessed to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence,
Nope.
Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
Well, you tell me, the lawyer.
Yeah, and didn't this trial already happen?
He just he is saying is it that they didn't take the evidence?
Yeah.
Well, is it that they didn't take the evidence or they did take it and just didn't present it? I'm like, well, you the lawyer, you tell us.
Yeah.
Now if you were saying they took the evidence and did not use it, that is one thing.
Yeah.
But why are you Fox News in this shit? Why are you I'm just asking questions? Just say the thing.
Yeah, there's too many holes in this new evidence. This evidence doesn't feel as ironclad as he's trying to make it sound like.
It is. I also want to point out something because I'm very much what's the source of this, right?
Yeah.
So I googled Bradley James and Kelsey and Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, and these are the sites that are reporting this, right? The Hinduistan Times, New Times, Hot New Hip Hop, Billboard Magazine, Vibe Magazine, Wrap Up Magazine, right? Like that, like not one of these was USA Today. You know what I'm saying? Hell, even Fox News, who has all of a sudden become very pro Tory Lanez. I'm just even Fox News isn't covering this shit, and I'm like, is it weird to me that none of the credible news outlets have covered this at all?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Nate the lawyer just jumped
we should have had Nate on this show.
Nate's the guy that we should have this shit. Nate the lawyer says, "You guys still around? The intro used to be an hour long." Shut up, Nate. And you know what, Nate? Just for that, that's why the New York Knicks ain't even going to the finals this year. How about that? I'm just talking shit right now. He says, when you guys ready to come to the big leagues, let me know. Oh, you mother! Oh, he got real light skin right now.
I know. All right, Nate, we gotta get you on the show.
We do gotta get Nate. Listen, we gotta get on Nate's show, all right? Because
yes, we do.
First off, with Nate's show is so he does so much stuff. And Monty actually produced Nate's first show.
Yeah, the show he did with Drag and Emperor Atheist.
Yeah.
No, that shit was fun. Yeah, I missed that. Oh, there's Apollos Harris. Tory Lanez is innocent.
Uh-oh. So I just listen. So first off, Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for the internet's favorite uncle, Apollos Harris. And I love Apollos Harris. He makes me laugh like nobody else does. I love how audacious and in your face and straightforward he is. And also I love how wrong Apollos is. Apollos is that guy that's like, if we agree on some shit, it makes me reanalyze my position on my thing.
Same here. I love you, Apollos, but it's true. It's true.
I do. I love Apollos Harris, but if we agree on some shit, I'll be like, damn, maybe I need to go look at my position again. I do. I won't lie to you, Apollos Harris. I do that. But we haven't had you on the show in a very long time, mainly because we were concerned that you were gonna get us kicked off the internet.
we can get past that.
We can roll the dice again and have Apollos Harris on the show.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Definitely need to have it. He's. I'm still waiting on my invite. I got you. We listen. We have to carefully plan out that show for you, Apollos Harris. Okay?
I mean, this would have been a good one to have Nate and Apollos on, both of them.
Oh no. Either or, not both and. All right. That's too much. No, it's either or. It's definitely either or. No, but I love it though, and I like that we got future shows coming up. We also got a show that we're planning out right now with I would say country music superstar.
Yes. We're working out details right now, and as soon as we lock in a date, it's on. We're gonna start promoting the shit out of that motherfucker.
You know who you need to get on the show, Monty?
Who's
James
that?
O'Barr.
Yes,
get James O'Barr on the show.
Let me see if I can still get in touch with him. It's been a while.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can do it, Monty. I believe in you. You know what I'm saying?
I can do it.
Send him a copy of one of the 3 comics you are currently working. Just so y'all know, Monty is working on not 1, not 2, not 5, but 3 different comics at the same time. Okay?
Yes. Primarily focused on 1 right now. So.
Yes, you are, and it looks fantastic. You never respond to my messages anymore, so I don't know if you saw my last message about those last pages.
Oh yeah.
Damn, man. God damn. All I got to say.
Yeah, no, I had to send you those before I sent you the whole comic.
And I appreciate that because that's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that when you sent that.
No, that's why I sent it. That's why I sent it. And look, just to make it weirder, so they know less about what we're talking about. Did you catch that I changed the scripture, but still made it fitting?
Huh? Yeah, I did. As a fan of that scene, you know what I mean? Like, who isn't, right?
Yeah.
Then that really resonated with my soul. So I'm never take the show off track any longer because I know we got a limited amount of time.
Yeah. So what we got next?
I know Joey's a busy woman, and she got she got that whole rat dog that she got to take care of.
Well, no, we got the bearded dragon right here.
Petunia,
Daisy, and we got Francis chilling right here on me.
Francis and Daisy, boy, you gave your animals regular ass names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to have a cat named Mr. Jax, the coolest cat on the face of the whole damn planet. That was his whole name. Like, when his name tag looked like he was walking around with a license plate on his neck.
My friend, a friend of mine had, like, his 2 cat names. He had, one of his cats was named Titty, and the other one was Remo Jackson, The Adventure Begins. Or Remo owns The Adventure Begins. Yeah.
I love it. You know what's one of my big pet peeves? I got 2 pet peeves that piss me off.
Yeah.
One, people that get black pets and then name them like Shadow or Midnight.
Pepper.
You are not creative. Not creative at all. Not in the slightest. That's some lazy ass naming. Okay, that's lazy as shit, and y'all all need to be ashamed of y'all. So you know what? I'm embarrassed for you. Okay. That's lazy as shit.
But I'm telling you, Zoe needs to name her next pet just like Joey.
Yeah. Wait. I didn't tell you my other pet peeve, right?
What's that?
Black people. This is just for us. So everybody, if you're not black right now, I need you to cover your ears because this is just for the black people watching the show.
Yeah, look, all the white people in the audience. Count of 3. cover your ears, and then, then you can resume listening after we're done. You'll figure out when we're done.
Okay, so count me down, Monty.
3, 2, 1. Cover your ears.
Yep. Okay, black people, stop naming y'all pets Coco. Okay? Stop it. Stop that shit.
Yes.
Okay? There's nothing I hate more than seeing 15 pit bulls named Coco. All right? There's other dog names. Name them anything else. Dogs don't even be brown. Why y'all naming these niggas Coco? I'm mad. I hate that shit. I hate that shit with my whole heart.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers be at PetSmart. Coco, come here. 15 dogs come run down the side. You lazy son of a bitches. Boy, I hate that. Hey, stand that shit. All right, white people, uncover y'all ears.
All right. Yeah, you can uncover your ears now. There you go. We're back. Now back to the show. Let's talk about.
There we go.
So we saw Tory Lanez new evidence that is going to make you change your mind about him. First question is, how many minds got changed? One's in the chat if you change your mind. Let's see what we got. Anything? Hannibal, did you change your mind?
No, it hasn't changed my mind. But I'd like some more information. And what I want to know is, from the chat, what is y'all's opinion of this case? Right? There's no wrong answer. Who here thinks Tory Lanez is innocent? Who here thinks Tory Lanez is guilty? What do you believe happened? Right,
yeah.
And this isn't, and I want everybody to be as respectful as possible, right? I want to genuinely know what you guys think about this.
Yeah,
because I asked this question on my Facebook page the other day. I woke up one morning, I posted the shit online. I went and did a bunch of black guy stuff, and then when I came back, it had like 185 comments.
Did you check out that gas station I sent you that was in Atlanta that's still selling Velvet Obamas?
Hey, bro, like not only did they have Velvet Obamas, but they had a 9mm Glock that was a lighter.
Yep. All right, I was wondering if you checked that out. I couldn't get to it because it's all the way over there, but all right.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? Normally I would use a 9mm to smoke niggas, not weed. It's crazy.
There you go. Hannibal got hit with the language button.
All right. The best producer in the land. All right.
Yes. All right. So while we wait for that, Megan's attorney issued a statement after Lanez's evidence, and here we go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. All right. And this says, Megan Thee Stallion's attorney shuts down Tory Lanez's defense claims of new evidence in shooting case. Tory Lanez was tried and convicted by a jury of his peers, and his case was properly adjudicated through the court system. Spiro said in a statement to XXL, "This is not a political matter. This is a case of a violent assault that was resolved in a court of law." Like, that's simple enough.
Okay. And yes, so the lawyer was like, yeah, that shit don't make no sense. The thing that I wondered with the new evidence that got presented, that a lot of my friends are ready to immediately accept. Why didn't bring this up at the trial?
Yeah, I was thinking that myself.
Yeah, like why didn't they bring this up at trial? That was like, oh yeah, we also got this driver, and he said that she did it.
Yeah. Like, why? Can we talk to her, the person that did it? Like, why didn't we talk to her at the trial?
No, they did talk to her at the trial, and she essentially just pled the fifth on every question.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, there you go. Case closed.
I believe so. Kelsey Harris, trial transcript. I believe that because I want to make sure. Okay, here we go. Document Cloud has. I'm definitely not about to read all of this. This is a lot of stuff. Is it okay? Here we go. She's being asked. Wait, is this the? I'm trying to understand. Is this the defense or is this Good morning, Miss Harris. Situation triggering. Blah, blah. Said, why don't you tell us what occurred that night? Okay, this is what she says. I mean, this is happening in the face of a million people. My name is thrown around. Wait, girl, we ain't talking about that shit. Tell us what happened that night. How do you feel about these accusations between the hush money and the accusations about you having shot Megan? How do you feel about this? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we're going to step back a little bit. Do you know someone by the name of Daystar Peterson? She says yes. Do you see him here in the court today? She says, I do. Could you briefly describe what he's wearing today and point to where he is in the courtroom? Okay, we do all of this. We know all this stuff. I need to know this. I'll do this later because I don't want to do this online if she's not saying anything substantive. And I don't know how much testimony they got. They could be 200 pages of this shit. And half of it's her just being like, I don't recall. So it does exist. I am looking at it currently.
So well, we got more. We got this article from Billboard that comes up after all this starts blowing up because, got everybody talking again. So, was this Representative Anna Paulina Luna in Florida?
I'm sorry. Boo. Boo this woman. Boo.
Calls for Tory Lanez pardon. Claims new evidence will prove his innocence. And it says that Paulina Luna is calling for Tory Lanez's freedom. The Republican urged California Governor Gavin Newsom to review Toronto singer's 2020 shooting case and issue Lanez, born Daystar Peterson, a pardon in a message posted to X on Monday, May 19th. Why are we doing this shit on X? All of this. Oh, and there we go. There's wait, I can't read that. Can you see that, Hannibal? Oh, wait. There we go. I got it. No, you can read it. Go for it.
He says, I'm calling on Governor Newsom, at California Governor, to review Tory Lanez's case and issue a pardon. His 10-year sentence was based on flawed evidence, political pressure, and prosecutorial bias. Justice may be blind, not driven by headlines. Free Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
This lady is.
And look, right there on the screen is the petition website to free Tory Lanez.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's got a bunch of signatures on it for sure, because he's got this case has done wonders for building his fan base. It put a spotlight on him that he may not have had before, and listen, I think we have to acknowledge there are a lot of people.
Can we see the names?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't like her, but like her or not, Tory Lanez didn't like her very much. He shot her in the foot.
Allegedly, Monty. I mean, well, we're not gonna say allegedly. What we will say is he was. I don't know if he did it, but I know he was convicted of doing it.
Yes, he was convicted of shooting her in the foot. Do we have to click sign petition to see who signed or how many signatures?
I'm positive it won't show you. I'm positive it won't show it to you.
Yeah.
I write to respectfully urge your immediate review of the case of Daystar Peterson, professionally known as Tory Lanez, who is currently serving a 10-year prison sentence. According to his legal team, I like that. This conviction was secured despite significant irregularities, including prosecutorial misconduct, suppressed forensic evidence, and politically motivated decision making. Megan Thee Stallion, at the beginning of Kamala Harris's campaign, when she officially got when Joe Biden stepped down and she was the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party, Megan Thee Stallion was out there stumping hard for Kamala Harris. and conservatives have been shitting on her ever since. That period. That's it. They have been just like they decided that like, yeah, we're gonna drag this woman through the dirt, and any other celebrities that supported Kamala Harris. That's why the irony is, I think that's part of the reason that they're going so hard on Diddy right now. You know, it's not that they have an issue with his sex parties. It's that he was like vote or die for Obama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And everybody's like, fuck a freak off, but they wanted to get invited to him. Yeah.
You know, look, listen, I know people that have been to those parties. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You do not want to be there.
Yeah, you might think you do, but you don't. You don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah.
Or let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna say I know people that have been to those parties. I know people that have said they have been to those parties, and it was just like, yeah, that's not some shit I want to do again. Listen, over the years, I've had the opportunity to work with a bunch of people that work with Diddy, and if I've worked with not 100, if I've worked with 20 people that have worked with him directly, 2 of those 20 people had positive things to say, and the other 18 was like, yeah, I'm good on that. Let me stay all the way away from that dude.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
No,
it's a lot of people. I'm not, and like I said, I've never met the man. I've never worked with the man, you know, so I'm only going based off of what other people were saying. But I will tell y'all this. I am all about stopping at other people's stop signs.
Yep. Absolutely. And that being said, with this, we're going to take a little bit of a break and dig into some more of this. We got more stuff from Megan, more about Lane's new evidence, more responses from Megan, and Tory Lane's dad, too. So we got all that coming up after the break.
Okay, so if he's Daystar, then is his dad Morningstar?
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. We're going to call him Morningstar from now on.
Morning and his son is daytime.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Or it's like what's that sci-fi show? Dawn, Dusk, and Day. The old dudes that I'll remember when we come back. You know what I'm talking about?
Do. I don't, but I'm very intrigued.
Oh, it's damn good.
That's not from Farscape, right?
No. It's something newer. It's fuck. I remember
what it is. Orville?
No, it's not the Orville. Like, no, this is like I think it's an Asimov story that they something older that they took and made a sci-fi series out of. I can't remember what it is. Fuck. I'll remember when we come back from break. But
E Green, wait, so before we go, E Green says Tory is a player who got caught up in his little man emotions, which isn't player. We've all been there before. Shit, I've shot my fair share of tall bitches in the foot playing with me. So what? He says they get real aggressive when challenged, so it's actually self-defense. Hashtag deflection king.
God damn.
All right. And we're going to commercial. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right.
Please welcome to the stage, Mr. August Alsina.
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August.
We let them niggas stay here, we won't have nothing to go home to. Everybody know New Orleans niggas are grimy.
An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August.
An entanglement with August.
An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August.
An entanglement with August. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what? Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. An entanglement with August. An entanglement with August.
producer's show, it's ass.
Yeah. Oh, it's total ass.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Please, I don't want to deal with this right now. I am the one responsible for your torture tonight. If I have to add one more video to this show, I'm gonna quit. This is stressing me out.
Always on the ground, always gotta shine. And you know it's no lie.
If I could lift this computer up, I would throw it at a wall right now.
Yes. Stay tuned after the show to watch more of what you just saw of Zoe struggling to keep this fucking show running.
It is not funny, but also it is hilarious.
Yes.
Because when Zoe's like, I will throw this shit across the I know she meant that. I know she meant it with her whole heart. I do. Zoe, I know you meant it. And I am so sorry, okay? For whatever part I played in that. Okay? Also, yeah. I gotta say this real fast. To E Green hanging out with us in the chat. E Green actually wrote a song for August Alsina.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the song, E, but I know E did a song with for August Alsina.
But E was smart enough to not get into an entanglement with him. That's the difference.
Yeah. Well, you know, on the counter he likes girls.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So there was no threat of an entanglement with August. So
it's an entanglement with August. You know, and what's crazy is, and you know me, Monty. You know me. I am very pro slap. Okay, you know I am pro slap.
I know you are.
But it is wild watching that video again. And then being like, man, you really did just like slap a nigga, but for her,
right?
You know what I'm saying? After the August entanglement, after she was like, hey, I got this show that I'ma do on Facebook where I air out all my dirty laundry, and hey, I want you to come on the show too.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's a wild thing to agree. And look, listen, I'm not saying anything that Chris Rock didn't say at his last comedy special, right?
Yeah.
Which, if you're gonna watch that last special, you only really need to watch the last like 5-10 minutes of it when Chris Rock talks about that incident, right? Yeah. But like the way he talks about that incident is hilarious. It's like it might be the only funny part of that special, but that part was hilarious.
Yeah, and not to bring up Law's cows on this show, but it's appropriate if you know, you know. But in that interview with Will Smith and Jada, Will was very rev.
Oh man, that's
very
fucked
much
up, bro. That's cold blooded, Monty. That's, you know what, Monty? That might be too far.
No, it's not. He was. Like when she said entanglement with August, the shock on his face is where you caught it, or he's like, entanglement.
Yeah.
Where it's like you really just gonna say this, and I got to react to it live.
Like yeah, I had an entanglement with August. You know what I'm saying? It was just an entanglement. You know, and also I feel like, you know, with all the rumors and things that we've heard about like Jada and Will's open relationship for a very long time, it's not like Will Smith was not out here having sex with other people too.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about that. That was that was our palate cleanser to get into more Tory and Megan.
We go from one toxic black relationship to another toxic black. Next week we're gonna do toxic whites, okay?
Yes.
That's what we're gonna do.
That should just be the title of next week's episode: Toxic Whites.
Toxic whites. There we go. That's exactly what we're doing.
Can you write that down? Can you just put that show together? Toxic Whites.
Put some suggestions in the chat, guys. Let us know which people we need to talk about.
Yeah, we can go way back and do Roseanne and Tom Arnold. Like, let's go back.
No, man, we gotta do something fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's Billie Eilish dating right now? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Anybody?
All right. But is it toxic? Maybe it's not toxic. Maybe Billie Eilish is dating a normal white dude.
You know what? Okay, Ariana Grande. Is she always into some shit?
She was dating Pete Davidson, or That probably wasn't toxic though. Like,
that was a while ago. So, like whoever she married to now, I promise you, there's some drama there.
All I know with Ariana Grande is Pete Davidson and Mac Miller. Those two dudes are awesome.
What you mean? She was with Big Sean before both of them.
And she was with Big Sean. I forgot about Big Sean's awesome too.
Yeah.
Not fitting for toxic whites. None of that. I think Ariana Grande is free and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk. We definitely need to figure that out. Now I'm curious. Petty Patty has retaken the crown at number 1. Hold on. Let's
wait, no, Prince Lover has it.
Oh no, it's changed again. Prince Lover is 1, Petty Patty is 2, Midwest Maverick is 3, E Green is 4, and there's nothing below that. We're only counting people with 100 extra points, and that's it. All right, back to the show. Back to the show we go.
You know what, Hannibal? You know what? No.
Zoe worked too hard. I refuse to let you end this show because of all the work Zoe did.
We gonna do this. All right. So we got Megan Thee Stallion's TikTok statement coming up right now. Let's see what Megan Thee Stallion had to say. Oh, it's a lot of words. Hang on. I can't see that shit from me. You read it. You can see it better than me.
Yeah, I got you. As soon as I saw how small the writing was, I was like, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. And this is from Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what she said. At what point are y'all gonna stop making me have to relive being shot by Tory?
I mean, you could stop right there. That's enough. But keep going.
No, you need to keep going. It's like, at what point are Tory and y'all fans gonna stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? Why is this happening every day? 1 minute, him/y'all said I was never shot. Now y'all letting him play in y'all face again and say I was shot, but it wasn't him. Oh, okay. I'm sick of this shit. Leave me the fuck alone. He ain't dare get on that stand and deny he shot me, and that was his choice because he knows he did that shit. I don't give a fuck about a blog or a bot. Why in the fuck would me, Megan Thee Stallion, have to lie on this motherfucker about shooting me? How y'all mad at the person that got shot? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Facts are facts. He did it. It was proven in court. Fuck the hate campaign on the internet. Tory, you shot me. Ain't no new fucking evidence. Y'all been saying the same shit for years. Tory, please leave me alone. You a fucking demon. I'm off this silly ass internet shit. Bye.
Yes.
That's what she wrote.
Yeah, like, I'm with Megan all day, every day. Like, and I think in court, they looked at text messages of him apologizing to her for shooting her.
Yeah, and this is one of those bits of the case that whenever I talk to people that are pro Tory Lanez, they just always overlook this shit, right? Like, and it's just, and it again, it's weird to me. But yes, can we see those text messages?
Yeah, I don't know if we have them. Do we have those? Did you get it? We do. Are they coming up? All right. Well, yeah.
I'm following Zoe's lead here.
Yeah, we're gonna follow. We're gonna get to him. I might have jumped the gun. All right. Well, yeah. Let's look at the next thing. What do we got? We got Megan's evidence. Oh yeah, here we go. Megan's evidence. So first we got the shooting footage.
Oh really?
Yes.
I didn't know there was. I didn't know that there was footage. Okay, yeah, show me this.
Oh, not the actual shooting. All right. This is the body cam.
Oh, okay. This is just body cam footage from the night of. Okay.
I've still never seen it. What's that? Do you think we're gonna go to jail? I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think... I really cannot go to jail. Okay. I cannot have that on my image. Okay. So how did that happen to you? Glass. Glass? Where? Where we were coming from. Hey, can we shoot for... But I'm not from here, so I... Okay. Let me know, sir.
All right. So that was Megan Thee Stallion getting interviewed.
Yeah, that was Megan Thee Stallion being interviewed by the officers on the scene, and she said that she was not shot. She said what happened to her foot was glass.
Yeah.
And yeah, she said she was not shot and that it was glass.
Yeah.
And that she couldn't go to jail. That is what she said.
Yeah.
And I have seen a great many Tory Lanez supporters that feel like that footage exonerates him because she said that, one, she does not want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Right? So like, that's the first thing. And two, her saying that she was not shot and that it was glass. Now, Megan Thee Stallion has also said that the reason she said that it was glass and not and that she and didn't tell the cops that she was shot when they first arrived on the scene is that she was afraid of what the police would do if they found out that there was a black man with a gun in the car. So she was like, even though everything happened, her knee-jerk reaction was to protect him because she's seen all of this footage of black men, be unarmed black men, or even black men with legal reasons to have guns. I think about Philando Castile, was that his name?
Yep, Philando Castile.
The guy who had a legal gun and was still executed by the police. Right?
You were about to say murdered. Murdered is right.
Yeah, well, no, I chose executed because, like when an officer of the law, doesn't do the thing that they're supposed to do, right? Then it's, you got to elevate the language.
Yeah, but I like to put them on my level as murder. That way everybody gets it. Murder. Philando Castile was murdered.
He was definitely murdered. He was definitely murdered, and the NRA was surprisingly quiet about that shit.
Yeah.
Because he was very much a card-carrying member of the NRA, and the NRA was real quiet about that shit.
And he was very vocal about, I got a gun.
Yeah. I very much wanted to see what Coleon Noir had to say about that shit.
Yeah. So,
that human piece of garbage.
But that tracks saying it's glass, though. Like, that whole story tracks.
And so that was it. So there are a lot of people that are saying that her there are a lot of Tory Lanez supporters that are saying this video proves that she was not shot by her own admission to the police, and that she was not shot, and her saying that she cannot go to jail means that there is more going on in this case. And he shouldn't be in jail because of this. That is what I'm only saying this because I have 185 comments on my Facebook page, all giving their opinions on this case, and I'm like, man, there's a whole lot of opinions and not a lot of evidence here. Not one of those people gave me some credible evidence, and I did see a couple people post a link to this video as their defense.
Yeah. And all right, we got two more pieces of evidence. So show us that next one. Oh, what is this? This is second line. Harris shot Pete. Let's see. On September 25th, 2020, Peterson admitted.
Oh, this is the evidence that Tory Lanez's lawyers say that they have that's going to exonerate him,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Or is this Representative?
This is Tory's evidence?
Yeah, this is the Tory evidence.
Yeah, people saying.
Or maybe this.
Oh wait, no, this is Megan's team's, because right there it says people saying Kelsey shot her. Tory Lanez replied, said that's not true.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Look right there.
Yeah, and look, King Philip from Underground Labs Productions. Zoe, dropping the clues bombs for King Philip from Underground Labs Productions, hanging out with us in the chat right now. In the chat, King Philip, I will be very honest and transparent with you. I have not read those comments because you saw it. I had to turn off notifications on my own Facebook page because I was tired of all the notifications coming. Anyway, let's look at this. Let's look at some of this evidence. So,
and here's the second piece.
it says people saying. Oh, I'm sorry. You were just showing it, or was I supposed to read this?
Oh no! Wait. Go back, Zoe.
No. Listen, no. That I'm okay with it. We can.
Yeah. Like I think the key part is right there where whoever that is people saying that Kelsey shot her, and then Tory Lanez responded and said that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay. So that they because he said that's not true.
Yeah.
Then all right. Gotcha.
Yeah. Harris DNA was not on the gun. DNA evidence shows that DNA on the gun came from a man, not a woman.
Yeah, and so yeah, this is the it says California Attorney General's opposition to Mr. Peterson's habeas corpus petition at 16 says indeed, as the major contributor, 90% of the DNA on the firearm was known to come from a man. It could not have come from a female such as Harris. Right? Yeah. So once again, like you gotta follow the facts to where the facts take you. Right?
Yeah.
They tested the gun for DNA, and they said 90% of the DNA on the gun came from a man, not a woman. It couldn't have been so obviously Megan didn't shoot herself, and what was tested in court was that the DNA on the gun, this is another one of those things that Tory Lanez's supporters love to talk about. They always talk about how his DNA wasn't on the gun, but her DNA was on the gun.
Yeah.
And all they said was, we don't know whose DNA was it, but what we know is it was a man and not a woman.
Yeah. So
now, if you want to challenge the credibility of the test, then I would love to know what your reasoning is for that.
Yeah.
But let's keep
Yeah.
going.
So we got that, and then following that we got wait. There's something else. Oh, wait. There's another page of it. Okay. Second lie. Harris shot Pete. Peterson's DNA could not be excluded from the gun. Peterson had his own DNA expertly tested at trial. Both prosecution...
he had his own DNA expert testify at trial.
Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah. Both prosecution and defense DNA experts reached the same conclusion. Peterson could neither be included nor excluded as a contributor to the DNA found on the weapon. All right. And that other part is I can't even read that from here. That's way too.
I can read it, but I don't know if. It says both the prosecution and defense experts opined that DNA testing of the firearm showed that petitioner was excluded as being the primary contributor who provided 90% of the genetic material, and that he could neither be included nor excluded as one of the minor contributors. Yeah, is what it says.
Yeah.
Is the gist of what that says.
Yeah. So, Daystar Peterson admitted to shooting Megan Pete. Okay. And right here, on July 12th, 2020, just hours after violently shooting Megan Pete, a.k.a. Megan Thee Stallion, Daystar Peterson, a.k.a. Tory Lanez, called Kelsey Harris from jail and admitted to shooting Pete. The following text is from the recorded jail call.
And for just for the record, if anybody if you haven't heard this already, this phone call is available online everywhere. It is not an AI thing. This was if you've ever called anybody in jail or been in jail and had somebody call you, then you know all those calls are recorded.
Yeah.
Right? It's like one of the first things you learn in jail is that all those phone calls are recorded.
Yeah.
Right? So you can hear Tory Lanez saying this from his own mouth.
Yeah.
Okay? You hear him saying, can I read this, Monty?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. He said, I know talking about Megan. He says, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me again, but I just want you to know, bruh, I was so fucking drunk. I ain't even know what the fuck was going on, bruh, like dead ass. I never do some shit like that. I was just so fucking drunk. Nigga, I just didn't understand what the fuck was going on, bruh. Regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right. Whenever I have conversations with people about Tory Lanez, the first thing I ask them is, have you heard the phone call?
Yeah.
I have, not one time have I talked to a Tory Lanez supporter that has also made any attempt to hear this phone call. This phone call that exists you don't have to look hard to find this. If you haven't found this or come across this, that is because you have no interest in hearing this. Whether you were just not interested in this case, or you don't want to have your confirmation bias erased.
Yeah, because this breaks it. And it'll send you in a spiral.
Yeah, you mean to tell me you listened to this phone call and you was like, no, that's an innocent man talking.
Yeah.
But to be both fair and balanced, Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer says that Tory Lanez in this phone call admitted to shooting Megan Thee Stallion. He does not admit to shooting her in this phone call.
He didn't say that. No,
he
talked about his actions.
Yes, he apologizes for his actions, but he did not say he shot her. But I mean, the inference here is that he did that shit.
Yeah. And wait, what was that other one we had up? Unsworn rumors being spread as fact. Bradley James, allegedly a former bodyguard of Harris, claims overhearing Harris admit to shooting the firearm, but James was not an eyewitness to the shooting. He was not present at the scene of the crime. James has never provided sworn testimony or been subject to cross-examination. James has not publicly addressed these claims himself. Peterson's team merely alleges whatever James said. Despite being cited as a key source, James failed to appear at the press conference to support these allegations.
and once again, I want to go back to the thing that I stated earlier. When I searched Bradley James, Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, the news sites that pop up are the Hinduistan Times, HotNewHipHop.com, Billboard and Vibe.com, WrapUp.com, TMZ. TMZ is the most credible news site on this list, and this information was dated 3 weeks ago. There is no major news organization talking about this shit. And for all the people that want Tory Lanez to be true, right? And this isn't me assigning blame or guilt, right? This is just me. This is journalism 101. If the news that you are reading can only be quantified on TikTok and Instagram, it's probably not real news.
Yeah, facts.
It is weird. Like I was talking to a friend earlier today, and he was like, the problem with Americans is that we don't know how to read. And I'm like, no. The problem isn't that we don't know how to read. The problem is we don't have any reading comprehension.
Yeah. No, that's the problem. Yeah.
This shit is wild, bro.
Or we think a headline tells us the whole story.
Yeah.
So
also yes. Okay.
Yeah.
What else we
here we got a little bit more. Sworn testimony supports Pete. All right, I can't see that. You're gonna have to take it from here.
Hold on 1 second. In order to read it, I gotta wait till it pops up on YouTube, and then I gotta blow up the screen.
Oh shit!
No, I got it. Let's see. It says Noir King, who is Emil Holland Briggs, former content moderator for blogger Milagro Cooper, testified under oath that Peterson admitted to Cooper that Pete was shot when the gun went off during a struggle. Real quick, that's a lot of names of people I never heard of until today.
Yeah, right?
Noir King, former content moderator for blogger Milagro Cooper. I don't know who Milagro Cooper is.
Yeah.
I do not know who Noir King is. right?
Yeah.
But apparently testified under oath that Peterson, that Tory Lanez admitted to Milagro Cooper that he shot, that Megan Thee Stallion was shot when a gun went off during a struggle. And it says, question, so Miss Cooper, okay, Emile, Noir King is a woman, okay. So Miss Cooper, Miss Noir King told you that Mr. Peterson admitted to her that Megan was shot because the gun went off after some wrestling in the car. And then Milagro said yes. It says Tory Lanez publicly claimed Megan Thee Stallion merely stepped on glass, directly contradicting his own private admission, a fabrication that was subsequently amplified by his social media surrogates, including Cooper. Question, because of that, when Milagro posted that Megan Thee Stallion was injured by stepping on glass, she knew that wasn't true. And then it says same objection, and it said at the time, yes. So, like, and for the record, I don't know if this is the evidence that her team thinks that it is, right? I mean, like I get him saying like sworn testimony supports Pete, but here's the thing: this is a lot of he said, she said when they was all lying. Megan Thee Stallion, like, you know, like if she was shot, right, which I firmly believe that she was shot, right? But matter of fact, let me rephrase this: the doctors at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles said she had been shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Megan Thee Stallion first said no, she wasn't shot, and then turned around and said yes, she was shot. Right? Tory Lanez was like, no, she wasn't shot, and then he was apologizing for her getting shot. So like a lot of their testimony, I feel like has to be thrown out the window. Like, whose gun was it? Right?
Yeah.
It was Tory's gun. Okay, were you allowed to have a gun? No, you was not allowed to have a gun. The gun went off in the car, you know, and it was a man's DNA on it. So it was either you or the driver.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm like, did they test anybody for gunpowder residue? You know what? Let me stop jumping ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. What else we got? All right. Peterson chose not to call a key witness at the trial. Okay. Let's see. While I'll read the stuff I can read. Peterson declined to call Jaquan Smith, his bodyguard and driver, as a witness, although Smith was available and present at court. Smith spoke to the judge in chambers. Smith's declaration came only after the trial. Smith has never been subject to cross-examination. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and again, that's another one of those things that's like, that's weird, right? Like, so your bodyguard, who you believe has the potential, can be a key witness in exonerating you, did not testify in court. Like, that's weird, right?
Yeah. No,
that's... Does anybody else think that's weird? Like, this is what I'm saying. If me, and I'm trying to think of another scenario where I could do this, right? Like, say Monty's the driver, right? I got a gun. We got two girls in the car. You know what I'm saying? And like one of the girls gets out the car, gun goes off, shoots this girl. She's saying I did it. Monty's the only person that can prove that I'm innocent. And I'm like, we not gonna call Monty.
Yeah. No, that don't make sense.
Does that sound believable to you?
No.
That's what I want to know.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Does that sound believable to you? You know, and I'm like, and I'm trying to think, maybe that night they was all high and doing drugs and shit, and they was like, man, this dude maybe already had 2 strikes, don't want to get his third because then he gonna go to jail for 20 years because it's California or some crazy shit like that. I'm trying to make it make sense, but it's wild to me that today, well, like not like after Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times.
Yeah.
After getting stabbed 14 times, his lawyer was like, you know what? And he innocent. And we got new proof to prove that he's innocent. Well, why y'all didn't say none of this in trial?
Yeah.
Is my question. And I think that is a lot of our questions right now, is why didn't you say that in trial?
Yeah. And this is all the evidence Megan is showing. So to counter his, you're gonna change your mind about this. Like, even though some of it is whatever, and I know we got a couple more, right? Yeah. What else? Oh, ring footage. All right. Peterson
wow,
team
okay.
has recently claimed that they have obtained ring footage that supposedly exonerates Peterson. Not so. Ring audio is not new. It was admitted into evidence at the trial as exhibit number 12 and was considered by the jury. Wow.
What was the ring cam footage?
I don't know. Peterson could have testified but did not. Peterson had the opportunity to testify at trial and tell his side of the story. He did not. Shit. Oh, and look at that. Unsworn rumors and sworn testimony. Unsworn rumors. Daystar Peterson. Midgard Cooper. Milagro Cooper. Not Midgard.
Did you say Midgard?
Yeah, Midgard Cooper. That's what I saw. Bradley James. Inconsistent with evidence. Never testified. Did not swear under penalty of perjury to tell the truth. Sworn testimony. Megan Pete. Dr. Lee Paranto. Detective Judy Little. Randy Zapita. I'm not even going to try that name. Emil Holland Briggs. Consistent with evidence, has testified, has sworn under penalty of perjury to tell the truth. The jury unanimously found Peterson guilty based on the facts, not unsubstantiated claims. Oh, what is this one? Harris confirmed Peterson shot Pete. All right. Minutes after the shooting, Harris texted Pete's security guard, "Help, Tory shot Meg." And
handled me.
Wow.
911.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. Also, listen, why wasn't that security guard with Megan Thee Stallion that night? I think he bad at his job.
Right? Right?
Your job is to make sure your client don't get shot.
Yeah. Yeah. On September 14th.
I just want you to know I wanted to make a Game of Thrones reference just now that I can't make because you haven't seen Game of Thrones.
That'll be the next show I'll watch. I'm on it. September.
Will you really? You watch Game of Thrones before you watch Fight Club?
Yeah. I'll go through Game of Thrones. I'll get on that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. The next one says Harris's September 14th, 2022 interview with prosecutors.
Okay. Wait, I can see that. On September 14th, 2022, Harris, in the presence of her attorney and husband, participated in a recorded interview with prosecutors and investigator. Harris admitted to prosecutors that she witnessed Peterson shooting the gun, definitely in Miss Pete's direction. Harris confirmed Peterson offered her and Pete, $1 million to stay silent? Fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
This alone kills his evidence.
It definitely seems like that. It's like Kelsey Harris says, "I'm short. I'm 4'11". The vehicle is kind of a little raised up higher than me, so I can't really see. I can only see from her chest up. That's all I can see. Nice. All she sees is titties.
Yeah.
Wait, it went back home. Let me go back a little bit. There we go. The way Tory was angling the gun, it's kind of like it wasn't like straight. It was like, down. The investigator asked, it was down in her direction, Megan's direction, to which Kelsey Harris says definition in her direction, in the area, definitely in her direction. So at that point, we kind of were in shock,
Wow. All right. What else we got?
If you Kelsey Harris's husband,
yeah,
what's going through your mind right now as all this shit is happening?
What the fuck are you doing with these people?
Because they just came from like a pool party at like a late night pool party at like Kendall Jenner or one of the Kardashians.
Yeah, one of the Kardashians. Yeah.
It was just like y'all just left this party. Y'all all riding in this car, booty butt naked and shit, and then somebody got shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, What the fuck was y'all doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck kind of party did you go to?
I have so many questions. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, what else we got? Evolution of Peterson's lies. Peterson's story has evolved over the years. Peterson initially claimed that Pete was never shot but stepped on broken glass. Second lie. At trial, Peterson's lawyers...
To be fair, they both said that.
Yes, they both said that. At trial, Peterson's lawyers argued that Harris, not Peterson, was the shooter. Third lie, Peterson claimed that LAPD lost or misplaced the firearm and bullet fragments.
This has been another thing that I have heard Tory Lanez supporters say a lot. They have said that the bullet casings from the firearm or the bullet fragments have been lost. Right? I have heard that a great many times. I don't know where that stems from, but I have definitely heard that accusation be repeated by his fan base many times.
Yeah, that's insane. Wow. All right. Oh, what is this? Pete stepped on glass, not shot. All right, no, we broke this one. We know she was shot. Wait, Dr. Lee.
No, but no, leave this on the screen for like 2 seconds because there are people, like I said, when I have conversations with people about this case, like you can't even really ask people what they think happened. You have to start with, do you believe Megan Thee Stallion was shot?
Yeah.
Okay? You have to start with, and it's, I hate that that's where we are in society, where like any information that you don't agree with, you automatically question the source.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, and I've gotten into, I don't know if anybody else has ever had this happen. You get into an argument with somebody and you whipping their ass, and then you start presenting facts, and then the first thing they do is start questioning the validity of the facts you are presenting.
Yeah.
They be like, well, what website did you get that from? I can find a website that show otherwise. Well, show it to me then.
Yeah.
You know
pull it up. We both got computers in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like this, this is the orthopedic surgery from Cedars-Sinai, and on this report it says that they pulled bullet fragments out of this woman's foot.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, she might have slipped and fell on glass, but she didn't slip and fall on shell casings.
Yeah. Unless that glass, that window was made of bullet fragments.
Yeah, like listen, that's hilarious. It said procedures performed. Number 2 says right lower extremity removal of foreign body, bullet fragment. Like number 3, left lower extremity removal of foreign bodies, bullet fragments. Okay, so this isn't even a matter of opinion. This is a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Okay, like the doctors, like there's nothing political at Cedars-Sinai. All they do is save lives.
Yeah, or feet. They save feet.
They don't care if you a Democrat or Republican. They don't care if you a Christian or an atheist. They don't care if you a Dallas Cowboy fans or a normal human being that likes regular shit. Okay,
yeah.
They don't care. They treat you when you come in.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
Right?
If you got a foot that's got a problem, they're gonna save it.
Right. It wasn't like Tory Lanez came in there and was like, he's Canadian, gross.
Yeah.
He's 5'2", he's 5'2" and an adult man, gross. We're not gonna do nothing for him. They didn't do that.
Yeah. All right, we got more. She dropped a ton of shit. God damn.
Drop one of Clues Bounds for Zoe. Zoe killed this shit.
Yeah. At trial, Peterson's counsel argued that Harrison, not Peterson, was the shooter. All right. What is that? All right, you have to take that. Tory Lanez's former lawyer, George, however you pronounce that dude's name.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got you. 1 second.
This is the defendant's closing argument that.
He says, there's no evidence that my client intentionally shot a firearm, ladies and gentlemen. I think that, I'm sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
That wording is very curious to me.
Right?
He didn't say there was no evidence that my client shot a firearm. He said there is no evidence that my client intentionally fired a firearm.
Yes. Yes.
That is very deliberate word choice. He says the only person who in the record intentionally shot a firearm was Kelsey Harris when my client's in the back of the car and it hasn't gotten out yet. There's no evidence he shot. And he said, what's more newsworthy? You got shot by Kelsey or you got shot by Tory Lanez with 12 million people following? What's more interesting? What's more important? So they're saying Megan Thee Stallion and her lawyers are saying that it is more beneficial for Megan Thee Stallion to have been shot by Tory Lanez than it was for her to be shot by Kelsey Harris.
Wow. All right. Wow. Despite Mr. Lanez being convicted at trial by overwhelming evidence that include his own admissions of guilt and his team, flanked by an ignorant person they can't find, have pushed whatever misleading narrative they can. One by one, the misleading statements unravel, and all that is left is the simple truth. He was convicted by overwhelming evidence, and those who seek to traumatize the victim of the crime should be called out as foolish bullies via Megan's lawyer, Alex Spiro.
You know what, Alex Spiro? Calling people foolish bullies is lame. Okay? You're lame. You might be a good lawyer, but you're bad at roasting people. Right?
yeah, you could have done better than foolish bullies.
Like, yeah, calling me a foolish bully not gonna stop me from doing nothing.
It's gonna make me do it harder.
In fact, I'm gonna be so hard when I do it.
Yeah, you ain't seen foolery yet, Alex.
Listen, Alex, I'm finna get into some shenanigans in this bitch.
Yeah, and watch out, there might be some chicanery after.
We gonna get into a kerfuffle, a boondoggle, maybe. Wow, bro. It said this one says Peterson tried to buy silence through bribes.
Wow. Peterson begged Pete and Harris to keep quiet, offering each a bribe of $1 million. Damn.
And this was from Megan Thee Stallion's testimony. Says, so what is Tory saying to you? She says, I don't remember anything he was saying to me in that moment. But when we got into the car and we heard the police sirens, he's saying, please don't say anything. I'll give y'all $1 million. I can't go to jail. I already got caught with a gun before. Don't tell on me.
Wow.
Right? And I know there are Tory Lanez supporters that will say, you cannot trust what Megan Thee Stallion says because she has been caught either lying or being deceptive or misrepresenting the truth on multiple occasions. Therefore, we cannot trust the words that she says, right? Yeah. And I'm like, listen, if that is the rule that we are going to stick to, okay, cool. Except here's the thing. He also texted that to her, and he said that on the jail phone call and in the text messages.
Yeah.
It was he either, I don't know if he said it in the jail phone call, but he definitely said it in the text message.
Yeah. And that one says, this is Harris. He offered $1 million so that you wouldn't say anything about this case. He mentioned the $1 million. Do we lose Hannibal?
Oh yeah, I made a mistake. I refreshed the Discord tab and it just screwed his finger.
Oh, all right.
I'm back. All
right,
here we go.
All right. So that's our evidence? That's our Megan evidence.
Did he offer $1 million so that you wouldn't say anything in the case? He said yes. He mentioned the $1 million. He mentioned the $1 million.
Yeah. So like real quick, just to get through the rest. So apparently, Tory Lanez has a website for his new evidence.
Okay.
36 hours later. Yeah,
That's the name of the website.
36hourslater.com. Here we go. Yeah, that's what it looks like. The truth uncovered. Suppressed evidence proves Tory Lanez is innocent.
Oh, they got that same Diddy court artist to do this joint.
Yeah, no, the Diddy court artist used pastels. This looks like watercolors.
Oh, You know what? Listen, when you're right, you're right. I was wrong and you were right.
The truth becomes clear when the facts come to light. Key inconsistencies, unreliable testimony, and missing evidence prove Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, was convicted based on a flawed and incomplete narrative. Through Megan Pete's own words, police reports, and expert analysis, the facts suggest Tory Lanez did not fire the weapon and tried to stop the conflict. The case deserves to be reconsidered as evidence points to a different truth.
And look, there's a fact check list here. And first off, this site is ass, okay? For as much money as Tory Lanez got, his team could have did better than this.
Yeah, they could have done way better. Yeah, this is terrible. Like, I already glazed over and checked out.
What the HTML is this bullshit, bro?
Yeah.
It is terrible looking. But anyway, all right. I want to breeze through this fact check list that they have here. It says fact check list. One, this is point. Megan told police and doctors she stepped on glass, not shot. That is true, and she explained why. Video and officers confirmed Megan stepped on a glass bottle, not hit by gunfire. She did say that, but also we got the doctor's report from Cedar-Sinai.
Yeah, she was shot.
Right. Sean Kelly testified 2 women fought in the street. One fired first. Tory was still in the car. Tory. That there is new footage of some British guy by the name of Sean Kelly who said he overheard 2 women fighting and one fired first, and that he said. So they were saying like that he said Tory was still in the car, but what he said was he thinks Tory was still in the car, but he wasn't sure.
Wow.
And because Tory Lanez is like 5'2", and Kelsey Harris is like 4'11", I think what he thought he saw was Kelsey and like he saw 2 little people arguing and just assumed they was both women.
Yeah.
That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
But there is footage of that floating around, and Tory Lanez supporters have been using that as evidence. This one, another point. Kelsey tested positive for gunshot residue. Her DNA was never tested against the gun. We just saw that that's not true.
Yeah.
Kelsey received free rent for a year after the shooting. Who paid and why? That's a good question, and I would love to know that. EJ said an object in the girl's luggage looked like a gun. Who the fuck is EJ?
Yeah.
I don't know who that person is. The next one says, I'm trying to read these fast. Megan claims she spoke out in response to Tory, but the timeline proves she went public first. That's definitely not true. That is like an objectively false statement, and like there's more than enough evidence to prove that shit. But I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. When he says she spoke out in response to Tory, right? Like Tory Lanez might not have said that he did it, but his team was going out there saying that he was innocent and that she was lying. And after his team had said a bunch of times that she was lying, then Megan Thee Stallion was like, fuck what y'all talking about. I was trying to protect him, but since y'all gonna lie on my name, and this is what it is.
Yeah.
Tory's DNA was not found on the magazine, only 0.01% on the gun, statistically irrelevant. Which is also interesting to me because I'm like, how you got a gun and your print's not on your gun? That's crazy. You know, I'd like to know more information about that, but you know, is definitely relevant. It says 90% of the DNA on the gun belonged to an unknown male, not Tory. That is true. Tory's jail call apology was about the drama of sleeping with 2 friends, not about a shooting.
Okay.
So that's what he was apologizing for. I shouldn't have been fucking the 2 of y'all. Not I shouldn't have shot her. He's like, oh, I got drunk and fucked y'all, not I got drunk and shot y'all.
Okay.
I would love to go back to that testimony, that phone call again, so we could listen to it. But I mean, anyway, Tory. Another point. Tory has said repeatedly, "I would never do anything like this." He has definitely said those words.
Yeah.
Next point. No bullet fragments on X-ray. no nerve damage, fractures, or joint trauma in Megan's medical records. Again, this is one of those things. Well, it's not false.
Yeah.
It's very carefully worded.
Yeah.
Right? It says no bullet fragments on X-ray.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that she wasn't shot or that no fragments were found. That sentence is structured in a way to make it sound like she was not shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm like, and like I said, and again, this is why that isn't going to work. Even if you're saying, well, even if you're saying that Megan said that she stepped on glass, right, and that she wasn't shot, and that she confirmed that what happened to her foot was by glass and not by being shot, then why are you saying her best friend shot her then?
Yeah. Yeah.
It can't be like this.
You can't have both. You can't have both.
This sounds like Trump supporters saying that Joe Biden is too old and feeble and senile to be president of the United States. And also, he's a criminal mastermind that is running the deep state and the Illuminati.
Yeah, you can't have both.
Which is it?
Yeah.
Is he feeble or is he a criminal genius?
Yeah.
Like it's it's such a weird thing that like all the lies can't be like all of this shit can't be true. Some of these points are mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Anyway, bullet fragments were lost, never presented at trial. Don't know anything about that. I'd like to know more.
Yeah.
Prosecutors misused Tory's rap lyrics, tattoos, and uncharged allegations to sway the jury. Rap lyrics and tattoos should not be used against him in trial. Uncharged allegations, on the other hand, like say for instance, I don't know, you have a history of like say beating your baby mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And then you have this incident where you could have potentially lost your temper and fired a gun, right? Those things do correlate.
Yes. Yes,
You
they
know,
do.
and it's weird that they tried to group all that in together. Like if they was just like prosecutors misused Tory Lanez rap lyrics and tattoos against him, right? Cool. But then the other allegations, it shows that you got a history of a particular type of behavior.
Yeah.
Anyway, the last points are Kelsey's story changed multiple times. She admitted to lying under pressure. That is very true. And the last statement is Megan's own timeline and injuries don't match the story of the shooting. And I would love to know more of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, this is the Tory Lanez website of all of his evidence.
And there's a lot of shit on here, and I'm just like, but this, listen, if I'm his lawyer, this is a smart move, right? Let this shit play out in the court of public opinion, because let's talk about the reality of this, right? People do not trust the legal system.
Yeah.
Right? Like, especially now in a time where, and I'm talking about Karen Reed right now, where white women have police officers falsifying evidence against them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, when you got Trump supporters who are, and I'm not saying Megan, like, you got Trump supporters that are saying that the cops on January 6th were untrustworthy representatives of the law, right? There are a lot of people right now that are saying that they do not trust law enforcement. They don't trust the legal system to bring justice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you use people's, and also we always want to, like, people have this natural affinity to, like, support the underdog. And Tory Lanez's team somehow has convinced people that he is the underdog.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. But
I'm just like, and what I've been saying, you don't figure out what you believe and then go find evidence to support it. You follow the evidence to its eventual conclusion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's just there. So it doesn't.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathing on this.
No, it's not mathing. Not mathing at all. Well, what does math is Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. Allegedly.
I am. Listen, like everything that I've seen points to that. Like I said, I heard the jail phone call. It fucked me up. It was actually the moment that everything changed for me, because before I was like, well, we don't know. We just gotta let the facts play out and this and that. Then I heard that phone call and I was like, oh, he did that shit.
Yeah.
He did that shit. Yeah. Like you hear the phone call, you see the text messages sent, and it's like, yeah, man, he did that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're I would much more respect his fans if they said, I don't want him to go to jail because I like him, or I don't want him to go to jail because I don't like her. I would respect you more if you just said that, as opposed to showing me TikTok videos of, first off, why are y'all using TikTok as a source of fact, right? Like, I don't give a fuck what you saw on TikTok. You better go Google that shit and verify it in a couple other places before you repeat that shit to somebody else. You know, there's a thing on TikTok going around right now, Monty, with black people that do not believe Harriet Tubman was a real person.
I ain't even touching that right now. Apollos, I'm looking at you. I promise you that motherfucker's in there somewhere. But I'm
what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna say, keep going. I'm
sorry. And on top of that, Monty, on top of that, right? Like, hold on, wait. And on top of that, we got let's see. There we go. We got Token Black Man hanging out with us in the chat. We got E Green hanging out with us in the chat. We got King Phillip from Underground Lab Production hanging out with us in the chat. We got Prince Lover hanging out with us in the chat. We got Crybaby4321 hanging out with us in the chat. We got my boy Midwest motherfucking Maverick hanging out with us in the chat. And we got Petty Patty hanging out with us in the chat. Yeah. All of these people have more points on our community leaderboard than Monty. Zoe, drop one of Clues, boss, everybody. Monty.
All right. Look. I want to counter with one thing, not counter, but add to what you said, and then we're gonna hear two more. We're gonna hear from Megan Thee Stallion one more time, and what Tory Lane's dad had to say.
Oh shit! I pulled the trigger too early.
Yeah, but
kind of like, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna hold it.
But I'm gonna say this, like, in response to some people that, like you said, if you just like Tory Lanez and don't want to see him go to jail, that's fine. What do you like? You like what he does? Go listen to Peterson. That man is still making music in jail. You can still like it and get new albums from him. Chill out.
Yeah.
He shot her in the foot. Just chill out and listen to the music.
Yeah, and like they be super quick to defend that man in comment sections, but not one of you niggas owns his NFT.
Right? So chill out. Go buy that man shit if you like him that much. That's why he did it. Go do it. So that being said, let's hear what Megan Thee Stallion had to say, or see what Megan Thee Stallion had to say on Hot 97. Megan Thee Stallion's attorney responds to her attorney responds to Tory Lanez new evidence, and it says Megan's attorney Alex Spiro dismisses these claims, stating Tory Lanez's team can't keep a story straight. Last week, they argued that Kelsey Harris shot Megan, and now they're claiming that Megan only stepped on glass. They continue to rehash old evidence from the trial and repackage it as new information to desperately sway public opinion. I agree with that.
Listen, like the OJ trial and the Menendez trial are two very popular trials that were like openly like kind of messed up because of how public those cases was before the trial started.
Yeah.
So like, I get this as a defense strategy, and I'm like, but this is also kind of a Hail Mary.
Yeah. But is it really? Like, you just take the same old shit and rearrange it? Like, this ain't Pulp Fiction. Like, you can't just rearrange it and tell a brand new story.
Yeah, well, okay, all right. So, Monty, in sports ball, the Hail Mary is when you have no options left and the quarterback just throws the ball up in the air and prays that somebody catches that.
I know my sports ball references. I'm a huge fan of the sports. Uh-huh. You know this. Mm-hmm. You know this. I was just watching the game yesterday.
And what's the name of the New York team that is in the NBA Finals right now?
You know I know that. Don't like who doesn't know that, Hannibal? Like, why would you ask me such a stupid question? You know I know that. So anyway,
yes, I do. I do.
I know my sports. Anybody that knows me knows how much I love my sports.
Monty is a huge fan of the New York Pacers. Everybody.
I love my sports. I love my sport. You're trying to trip me up. I love my sports stuff. You're trying to trip me up. I ain't gonna fall for it. I ain't gonna fall. Well, hey, what's that behind you? What's that behind you? See? You see?
Jail, nigga. That's what's behind me. That same thing behind me was behind Tory Lanez.
All right. We got one more thing. Let's see what Tory Lanez's dad had to say about the case.
Okay. Morning Star.
Yes. Let's see what Morning Star has to say.
He makes my favorite vegan sausage.
Yes. All right, here we go.
I'm a father. I don't have any animosity to this girl.
Look at this nigga.
At all. We pray for her. I've said that publicly on several occasions. My son included in our prayers. We have prayed for her on many occasions. So anything that I have to say,
of course, it's Piers Morgan.
To put her down, make her look like this person or that person. But the reality is that in all of this, how can you have a situation where in pre-trial, the police, LAPD, says that the bullet fragments they had collected from the hospital just mysteriously vanishes. It goes missing. I would think that evidence is something that is protected in any police department, but they just mysteriously go missing. So there's no bullet fragments to be presented at trial. You have a situation where a gun is shot, and the gun, which is supposed to be your main piece of evidence, does not even show up at court, but some picture of a weapon that resembles or is the type of weapon they say that was used. The weapon does not show up at court. There is absolutely no, we hear this point of 0.1% of his DNA on the gun. Do you know what that actually means when you investigate it? That over 1.5 billion
you're just repeating the website.
Could have been their DNA. Yet my son is convicted for having used this gun, where an expert witness from the LAPD gets in there and he testifies as an expert of how many pounds of pressure it takes to shoot this gun and to shoot it 1, 2, 3 times and on and on and on. Yet the only evidence you have could fit the profile of 1.5 billion black people on planet Earth. The whole thing stinks of a conspiracy, and it stinks of a cover-up.
No, the whole thing stinks if your son shot somebody in the foot.
Yeah. That's that. What you smelling is Megan Thee Stallion's feet healing from getting shot.
Yeah. That's toe jam I'm smelling right now from Megan's feet. Like.
Yeah, well, what I'm smelling right now is bullshit coming from his daddy's mouth.
Yeah, I smell that too.
Hey, look, listen, I get it, okay? I love my late baby brother X Dash. Rest in peace, X Dash, right? One of the greatest rappers from New Orleans, Louisiana. My late baby brother got into a lot of shit though, y'all. Okay, my brother got into a lot of shit. Okay, he got arrested. He was arrested. I think he got arrested like 7 to 8 times before he turned 18. Right? One of those times was from beating up Chopper Style from New Orleans. You know Chopper Style, Chopper Style. And the nigga name is Darwin. He whipped Darwin ass at the skate country on the West Bank.
Oh, West Bank skate country. Shit. All right.
Yeah. And then wait, so here's super random, Monty. I don't know if you know this, but like the singing group that I was in college, one of the other Will that was in that group, he was the manager of that skate country. He's the nigga that called the police on Sharif.
Wow. Okay.
Bitch ass nigga, call me first, okay? Like, you didn't call me, you called the police? Boy, I'm ready to I'm getting re-pissed off all over.
Yeah. Shit.
I'm saying, see this, my mama is a very intelligent, educated woman, right?
Yeah.
And even when my brother was maximum guilty, she would be right there defending his innocence. Because that's what do.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I appreciate him doing his diligence as a father to try to do everything in his power to get his son out of jail. But you should have also told your son not to shoot women in the foot.
Yes.
Okay? I mean,
that's number one. That's key.
Yeah, don't shoot women. I feel like that's not I mean, you know, just like, listen, bro, that's just yeah. Listen, JC Rocker said it best. Tory Lanez father, you should have taught your son to not get involved in stupidity, and he wouldn't be in jail. Yeah, I mean, true. I say this all the time, right? Okay, like, you know, like Tory Lanez allegedly beat up his baby mama. Okay.
Yeah.
Beat up his baby mama. I don't know if he did or he didn't, but I think he definitely got in trouble for beating up his baby mama. Now, what I do know is that he got into it with a rapper in Canada named Dax, right?
Yes, he did.
And then his goons beat him up in the club, dragged him outside, held him at gunpoint, and forced him to apologize on camera.
And they took his chain. Don't forget that.
And took his chain, which, again, hilarious. But also, there's a pattern of behavior here, okay? Yeah. He's a little guy, and he got little nigga complex, right? Like, Monty, how many times in your life have you come across a little dude that's real feisty and aggressive?
Oh, always. All of them. All of them.
It's like an angry chihuahua. It's like, man, what you barking at me for, man? I ain't doing nothing, okay?
Yeah, I didn't do nothing to you, man. Chill out. They don't care.
Yeah, I'm just, bro. Don't be mad at me. I'm just sitting up here grabbing shit off the top shelf. Don't be mad at
me, man. you need me to get you You need me to get you a pack of these cookies, bro? That make you feel better? Hey, yeah, come here. Let me lift you up so you can get.
Yeah. Like I said, man, if like any of my Tory Lanez friends or friends supporters that's talking that shit, man, please show me the evidence. Show me any evidence of this man's innocence.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You know, like show me whatever evidence you got of this man being innocent. Because their evidence is she said it was glass. I was like, yeah, and we know that it wasn't glass. We know that it was a bullet.
Yeah, and chime in on that poll, y'all. Yeah,
let us know, like, based on this, and like, for the record, I'm not on anybody's side here. I am on the side of truth, and the truth very much looks like somebody in that car that was definitely not Kelsey Harris shot Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Okay. That is what, I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, damn this bitch, and he pulled the gun out to go shoot her, and then Kelsey probably tried to grab his hand and then, you know, start waving the gun around like crazy. So, like, the fight that they said that they saw that's probably, or heard, is probably what they saw or heard, right? That would explain Kelsey getting some gunshot residue on her hands, if such a thing was true. And I had tried to look up the gunshot residue, because in my mind that would have been the easiest thing. Test everybody for gunshot residue. Yeah. Right? And then, like, you got a gun. And, like, here's the thing. Even if he didn't shoot Megan Thee Stallion, that was still his gun, and he legally could not have a gun.
Yes.
So even if he wasn't guilty of the thing that they said he was guilty of, he was still gonna get some time for that shit. He might not have got 10 years, but for y'all to just sit here and blanketly be like he's innocent of every, like, y'all sound ridiculous.
Yeah.
Y'all sound absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. No, he did it. He did it. So, but yeah. Looks like 100% of y'all are with Megan on this.
Yeah, and look,
I think that's who the evidence stacks up for.
Yeah, Vapion says, not Tory's fault. He heard that when you're done with a horse and it's no good anymore to shoot it, and her name is the stallion. He was just executing proper equestrian etiquette. That was quality. That was quality, Vapion.
That's good.
I would give you plunger points, but all the plunger points have been converted to XP, and and right now Petty Patty has more XP than everybody else.
Yeah, goddamn. God damn. What's up with all the XP? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like.
Yeah, Monty. Like, oh shit! And you know what? And right now, I am actually higher on the leaderboard than Monty is. So not only is Monty not the top of the leaderboard anymore, he's not even the top of this show anymore. I love it. That is fantastic. That is good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, isn't there a technical problem you got to fix or something? Like,
no, there's no technical problem. No. Admit Monty that I'm superior. Zoe, go full screen on Monty.
It's glitching up. It's I can't. I can't.
It's not glitching up. No, just admit that I'm winning right now.
Look, my arm chopping in and out. I don't know what's happening. Right?
No, it's not. It's not. No, just go ahead and read the top 10 of the community board, Monty. Read the top 10, Monty.
What do you keep saying? I can't hear what you're saying.
That's okay, Monty. I'll read the top 10.
Can somebody tell me what he's saying?
Number 2, Midwest Maverick. Number 3, Crybaby 4321. Number 4, Prince Level. I love those glasses, by the way. Number 5, JC Rocker. Number 6, King Phillip. Number 7.
You know what, Hannibal?
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Sweet Halloween and collard greens.